So, da sind wir auch mit dem großen Preis von Deutschland. Wir haben 6 neue Nachrichten. Einmal Zielupdate von Emma, 13 oder besser werden, dafür haben wir 2 Wochenenden Zeit, kriegen dafür 400 Ressourcenpunkte. Ähm, Dann Fahrzeugentwicklung, die Gewichtsreduktion ist geglückt, äh, der Heckflügelabtrieb leider nicht. Wetterforecast bleibt sonnig bzw. bewölkt und im Regen kann es auch sein, dass es mal im Rennen kann es sein, dass es regnet. Und hier haben wir dann nochmal den Entwicklungsvergleich der letzten Tage, Rennwochenenden. Und wir sehen, Williams hat einen ganz schönen Sprung gemacht. Ja, Williams ist uns dicht auf den Fersen. Racing Point ist an Haas vorbei. Uiuiui. So, mal gucken, was kostet das? 252 würde das kosten. Und hier haben wir jetzt immerhin ein paar Möglichkeiten, ein bisschen mehr Spielraum. Stehen wir aktuell auch gar nicht so schlecht da. Im Bereich Motor. Wow, da sind wir tatsächlich momentan das schlechteste Team. Ja gut, müssen wir gucken. Vielleicht spare ich die Teile, dass wir denn vielleicht zum Spa-Wochenende direkt 3 weitere Motoren-Updates reinhauen können. Da bräuchten wir 1350 Ressourcenpunkte. Das würde uns dann so auf ein Level mit Ferrari-Motor bringen eigentlich, ja? Fast. Nun gut, aber das war's erstmal. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Nee, ich bedanke mich nicht fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns dann gleich beim Qualifying wieder. So.
Welcome to Germany for today's qualifying session at the famous Hockenheim ring. The pit lane lights will turn green in the next minute or two to signify the start of qualifying. Looking at this field today, Anthony, do you think we're going to see anyone take a chance? Maybe run the hard tyres and save some of the grippier tyres for the race tomorrow?
Well, I'd be surprised in all honesty. It's only the front runners that really have the pace to get away with that. And even then, at the end of the day, it's a big risk. Track position is the most important thing, and it's rarely worth sacrificing for a slightly more optimal strategy in the race, so I doubt we're going to see anyone trying it. I have been wrong before though. We certainly do see some risky decisions every now and then, and it's a gamble that's sometimes worth taking. But if it were me in the car, I would want to be on the fastest tyre for my qualifying lap, without a doubt.
Toll, die Pfeife hat uns die komplette Runde versaut. 19. Ja, das ist bescheiden mal. Kimi auf 12, ey. 1,14,8. Teamkollege eine 15,7. So langsam als die Williamson war. Ärgerlich. So, steht unentschieden zwischen Kimi und uns und Lando und uns. Und der Reputation geht runter bei McLaren, Williams, Haas, Ferrari, Mercedes und Red Bull.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
Will ich doch hoffen. So, da sind wir auch mit dem Rennen zum großen Preis von Deutschland, Hockenheimring. Wir starten von Position 19. Und ich weiß nicht, man könnte überlegen, ob man nicht ein paar Teile tauscht oder das ist bei 62%. Ne, wir versuchen es mal so. Mal gucken.
Good afternoon and welcome to a place that is very special to us all in the Formula One community. It's the Hockenheim Ring, home of the German Grand Prix. Always good for a close scrap is Hockenheim. Think back to Alonso, Ricciardo, Vettel as recently as 2014, and I'm expecting some more strong racing today. With average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour, the Hockenheim Ring is a quick circuit with a lap distance of 2.8 miles, around 17 corners. The main DRS zone through Parabolica leads into the hairpin for the best overtaking opportunity on the track. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson, so there's no avoiding it. Let's start by discussing Devon Butler. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Gasly, Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen, Perez, Ricciardo, Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, Weber, Hülkenberg, Kimi Raikkonen and Kubica, Albon, Giovinazzi, George Russell and a McLaren. Butler, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Ja gut, kriegen wir noch eine Position geschenkt, weil Butler eine Strafe bekommt.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Ja. Mal gucken, 1 Stop oder 2 Stop. Die 2 Stop ist eigentlich genauso schnell. Ich versuch's mal mit der 2 Stop. So, damit gehen wir in die Startausstellung. Starten von den soften Reifen. Russell vor uns auf Mediums. Und hinter uns haben wir noch Butler und unseren Teamkollegen Lando Norris, der ebenfalls auf den Mediums startet. So, los geht's. Ja, trotzdem kommen die besser weg. Oh, Alter.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Entschuldigung. Ja, das war ein bisschen unbeholfen. Pit stop information.
Okay, 2 stops left now. 2 stops. You have 4 laps till your pit window opens. Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment. DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Got that confirmed?
Oha.
Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:19.5. You're closing by 0.4 per lap. In this lap, push now.
Ja, ich pushe.
Box this lap.
So, und ab zum ersten Stop.
Exit now.
2,4.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
So, vorbei an Giovinazzi.
smooth. Album behind, they're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 21.4.
Teammate status.
Gap to teammate ahead is 6.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 17th. The time last lap was a 1:20.1. Gap to car in front is 5.7 seconds. Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
So, und vorbei an Lando. Full race update. Full race update.
P16, we have P16. Kubica is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 3.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Lando is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. 6 laps until your pit window is open. 21 laps to go.
Boxeneinfahrt verpasst. Ah, was ein Scheiß. Boxer slip.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Oh mein Gott, das hat jede Menge Zeit gekostet jetzt. Ja?
Go now.
2,5 Sekunden. Und Bottas raus.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Caution, caution.
So, und hier haben wir Valtteri Bottas im Bild mit seinem, ich glaube, 3. Ausfall in der Saison. Muss er sein Fahrzeug hier abstellen. Grund dafür technischer Defekt.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Green flag.
Teammate Status.
We're leading our teammate by 5.7 seconds. They're on fresh hards. They're in 17th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 19.8.
Rival Status.
The gap is 9.8 seconds. They're on old hards. The time last lap was a 1:19.0.
Last lap time.
That last lap was a 1 minute 31.9. Russell is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:19.5.
Okay, Russell also der nächste.
Gap to teammate behind is 8.5 seconds. The gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds.
Ah ja. Oh, George. Full race update.
14th position. You're in 14th position. Russell ahead. Less than a second separate you. They're on old hards. Robert behind. The gap to the car behind is 2.7 seconds. They're on old hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 9 laps to go. Is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 5.8 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 19.8.
George.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.8 seconds.
Naja, ich glaube nicht, dass wir Kimi noch kriegen.
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes. Raikkonen ahead, gap to car in front is 6.6 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 12 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:18.7. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
Last lap time.
That last lap was a 1 minute 18.6. We're looking at some gearbox wear. Try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum.
Ja, 70%.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Driver behind.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Driver behind.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Ach Gott, Jeff.
Russell is behind you. The gap behind us is 1.0 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 14 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:19.2.
Alter, was zum... Oh, ich habe einen Gang verloren. Vierten Gang.
The gap to the car
Vierte
ahead
Gang
is
ist weg.
8.5 seconds.
Ah, mein Fresse. Ah, ne, das ist blöd.
We're sat in 16th. Qubits are ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 9.0 seconds. They're on old hards. Lando behind. Okay, the gap behind is 2.4 seconds. They're on old hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Just 3 laps to go now. 3 laps.
Boah.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Ah, kommt Lando. Okay, da ist doch wieder der 4. Gang.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. final lap of the race.
Vettel gewinnt im Ferrari.
Some information on Kubica. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Na ja, gut. Satz mit X war wohl nix.
Shame about the result, but I know you gave it everything. We'll come back stronger next time.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Ferrari are at it again, an excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Okay, Doppelsieg für Ferrari. Vettel vor Leclerc und Hamilton auf 3.
So, let's review the drivers' standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Devon Butler, hasn't it? Confident, aggressive. You could see how hungry he was for every position he took today.
Let's move on to the constructors. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Tja, Vettel geht ja an Verstappen vorbei. 43 Punkte Rückstand auf Mercedes. Wie sieht's hier aus? 24 Punkte noch Rückstand auf Mercedes. Und hier hat sich auch nicht viel getan. Renndirektor. Runde 22 ist Bottas ausgeschieden. Ja, hätte besser laufen können. So, steht immer noch Gleichstand mit unseren Rivalen. 19:9 gegen Kimi und 18:18 gegen Lando. So, 221 Ressourcenpunkte nehmen wir mit. Teamanerkennung geht überall nach unten, leider. Und wir haben 3 neue Nachrichten. Mal gucken, Interview mit Lucas, bla bla bla. Ja. Okay, jetzt nichts super Interessantes. Ja. Okay, aber wir haben 800 Ressourcenpunkte. Da werden wir zum einen jetzt erstmal das hier fertigstellen. Denn 600 haben wir noch. Das langt nicht. Ja, komm. Machen wir noch ein Downforce-Update. So, okay. Das sollte denn alles in Ungarn passen. Hoffe ich zumindest. Ja, das Getriebe ist jetzt bei 71%. Wir können natürlich auf Teufel komm raus versuchen, damit zu fahren. Ich glaube, ich werde es auch riskieren. Ja. Okay, das war's dann mit großem Preis von Deutschland. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Rennwochenende in Ungarn wieder. Macht's gut.